This is a continuance of the other video. We just got him saddled. I'm gonna walk him around here a little bit. See how he's licking his lips. I want to walk him around real good and get him used to the movement. Then I'll take and I'll lunge him on his own, and we'll see how he acts then when he's not in the security of me. I said he's so nervous that, you know, when you go to start popping on the saddle, he freaks out. If I go to start jumping by it, I mean, there's no way I'm going to get on a horse yet this nervous. We've got a lot of groundwork ahead of us. That's quite a bit of desensitizing. Alright, now what I want to do is just kind of move him out. I want to see how he acts on his own. This horse knows how to lunge. I know, I taught him. He lunges beautifully, moves beautifully. He's got to get over some of that nervousness. Honestly, in all reality, to fix this horse, all we've got to do is get him to where he's not nervous no more and put lots of wet saddle pads on him, and we'll be in good shape. Breaking through the nervousness is the hard part. It's going to be the part that takes us some time. We're going to lunge him around, let him get pretty good and tired, run out some of that nervous energy. And because once he's got that out, maybe when we start handling him and jumping by the saddle and popping on the saddle, maybe it won't be so bad. We'll refresh everything we had done. I'll have him very easy to saddle. He'll be ground driving and get. Come here. Yeah. We know we're starting to get his trust because he's always looking to us for direction, which is what we want. We'll desensitize him to the cough. Everyone around's got the flu. I'm sure I'll be next. Just tighten the nut up, spooks him. Scared. It's okay, buddy. We're gonna get you through all this, I promise. We'll get you back. We'll get you back. Yeah. A lot of times right here, you can tap. You'll see that nervousness. You'll feel that nervousness. And you just keep tapping a lot of times. Tap, rub, tap, rub, tap, rub. And then you'll notice that a lot of times you'll notice and feel that nervousness to start really dying down. It'll get to where they're completely relaxed. Kind of like you just tapped all the nervousness out. And you'll do it on both sides. See now? He's not nowhere near as jumpy. Nowhere near. A lot of times right up here you can do the same. Rub right here, right in between, kind of like their armpit. You'll feel a lot of times nervousness right there, just trying to escape from their body. He's real nervous on this side, so. Now obviously if he was to get on and swing your leg over with him being this nervous on this side, you might have a runoff or a wreck. Yeah, he didn't buck in a lunge, which is a good sign, but I've had a lot that won't buck in a lunge, but as soon as you're on their back and they're real uncomfortable, they will buck. And then I've had a lot that'll buck in a lunge, but has never yet ever bucked under saddle. It's just kind of weird how it works. Sometimes it's always the opposite. Sometimes they'll buck in a lunge and buck under saddle. You never know. But if there's nervousness, there ain't no point in getting on. This horse should stand perfectly still to all this and not be nervous. You can tell by his breathing that he's scared. See that? If you go to jump up right there by it, he's really freaked out. I mean, a horse can have several good rides and then just something happen, but I truly haven't seen it very often. Unless something just really traumatic happens. You know, a lot of times, I mean, things sometimes, they never usually go crazy in the first few rides. It's always the fourth and fifth ride. And then that's when you start fixing and going back and finding any holes you had. Any fast movements. Like somebody was fast and rough, maybe. Which makes sense of why jolts out from under you on the get off. They're probably getting off real fast because they're nervous, maybe. I've seen that. I've had to fix that a lot. People stop the horse is nervous right before you go to get off, and so they fly off, and then the horse starts getting in the habit of running backwards because you freaked it out. And really what did it was you were scared. Okay. I'm not hurting you. I don't know that it's the saddle that he's nervous of. I think it's really the people. He's okay on this side. So that tells you another thing is when they did this, they only did one side. He's good on one side, so we've got to work on that other side. Now you got to remember, what you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. Your horse has two whole brains, left and right, and you want them in sync. Getting better. There we go, that's better. We can get him to flex a little. Alright. Now that we've got him calm to both directions. We're going to stop there on a good note. We're not going to push it and create any further trauma. We're going to let him stop there. Like, alright, none of that was bad. And then we'll go a little further with it tomorrow. Like I said, when you're fixing one with problems, it takes a little longer. You got to take a little more time than if you're starting it. If I was starting this horse, I'd be standing up in the saddle today. We would at least be standing in the saddle. But this horse is way too nervous for that. We're just kind of getting to feel where we're at 100%. I have a feeling that just taking this off is going to be it. And here's what you're going to do. Typically, you'd walk around to the other side and you'd throw that stuff over. Well, this horse needs a few more days before we try that. Because if I go throw that stuff over, he's going to run this way and he's going to dump the saddle off, probably step on it, and make it even more traumatic experience. So, we're just going to pull it off on this side and let everything drag across him. Now, when I do this, I'm not going to hold him. I'm going to let him kind of go and see if he follows. I'm going to hold him until I get to a certain point. And I'm going to drop.